Okay, hello, welcome. This is video lecture number 63. Today we are talking about governing the great city. Two subsections today. We are looking at urban machines and also the limits of machine government. So the sudden rise of new cities such as Chicago and Denver and the dramatic growth of old ones presented Americans with numerous challenges, not the least of which was how to govern these bustling concentrations of humanity. Indeed, progressive era reform was largely about how to make cities governable and democratic. In the meantime, urban machines, which were run by bosses, filled the void, as city politicians traded votes, money, and favors to get things done for their constituents and for themselves. Rural arenas also had political machines, but these were less visible than their urban counterparts. So let's jump right in and look at governing the great city with our first subsection, urban machines. In the United States, cities relied largely on private developers to build streetcar lines and provide urgently needed water, gas, and electricity. This preference for business solutions gave birth to what one urban historian calls the private city, a place shaped by individuals, all pursuing their own goals and bent on making money. Urban political machines served as a social service agency for city dwellers, providing jobs, lending help, and interceding against the city bureaucracy. In New York, ward boss George Washington Plunkett integrated private business and political services. For city business, or city businesses, the machine served a similar purpose, but it exacted a price in return for its favors. Tenement dwellers paid with their vote, and businesses wrote a check. In the 1860s, ward boss William Marcy Tweed had made Tammany a byword for corruption, until his extravagant graft in the building of a lavish city courthouse led to his arrest in 1871, and a decline thereafter in the more blatant forms of machine corruption. George Plunkett from Tammany declared that he favored honest graft, the easy profits that came to savvy insiders. In the following decades, city governance improved impressively. Though by no means free of corruption, municipal agencies became far better organized and more expansive in the functions that they undertook. Chicago's achievement of infrastructure development in a very short period of time was especially remarkable because American city governments labored under severe political constraints. As cities continued to expand, the limits of this machine government became increasingly clear. In addition to the problem of corruption, even the hardest working ward boss could only help individuals on a local level and in very limited ways. So this brings us to the next section, which is the limits of machine government. Even a casual observer could see that cities were finding it difficult to cope with extremely rapid growth, and that some urban politicians preferred personal gain to public welfare. The problems that resulted were dramatically evident during the Depression of the 1890s. This was when working class unemployment reached a staggering 25% in some cities. Now, the crisis of the 1890s radicalized many urban voters who proved none too loyal to the machines when better alternatives arose. Reformers experimented with new ways of organizing municipal government. After a devastating hurricane, for example, killed an estimated 6,000 people in Galveston, Texas, and destroyed much of their city, rebuilders adopted a commission style of government that became a nationwide model for effective government. Okay, so that's it. This is a short one today. For this video lecture, we're looking at these political machines, these more or less informal leaders within these cities that used corruption, that used their influence to assist city dwellers with local issues and with personal issues as well. Okay, so at this time, answer the review questions and continue on with your work.